Ndị be anyị ekenekwanụ m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taata. Ụbọchị uhuruchi taata bụ holiday of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Taata bụ ụbọchị 11 ka a na-akpọ 11th of December 2023. Dịka o si dị, anyị wetara unu ozi and anyị wetara unu ihe from the office of Biafran Prime Minister. Maka ife abụkwa ikwedo na egede wetara na ozi ọbụla bụ gbasara maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo. Egede wetara na ya n'iru akwụkwọ ụna na-eti ezi alụ gbasara maka ife unu chere n'ihe ndị etigasị n'iru akwụkwọ. Maka ihe anyị na-eme bụ ife ya dịrị anyị na mma and ka anyị esi mụtakwa n'ife anyị na-amabụrụ bifo. Dịka o si dị, ọ nwere ife Biafra Prime Minister kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ mmaala ka onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo bụ onye Biafra na-ege ntị ka ya bụ ife ya drop right comment gị on the comment below. Chetakwa na ife anyị na-akpọ ya bụ morning tea. Alright, over to you, sir.
Who they kidnapped from Kenya, and over 3 million have been displaced from their homes by the United Kingdom-backed Islamization of Nigeria. Today, my fellow Biafra, we the Biafra people, through the Biafra Republic government in exile, announced to the world the firm resolve of Biafra that the unprovoked military aggression, the Nigeria terrorist military aggression by Islamic State-led Nigeria in Biafra land shall be ruthlessly resisted with all the means available to the people of Biafra. I have been able to show on the screen that Nigeria has been officially addressed as Islamic State by the United Kingdom, recognized by the Foreign Secretary David Cameron. And today, we wish to inform international community of the determination by the Biafra people to resist most determinedly and to make futile all the violence by the Islamic State and the proxy Islamic Northern Army, the terrorist Nigeria Army. David Cameron announced of Nigeria as an Islamic State is an attempt to deprive our children their childhood and their roots. It must be resisted. This is yet another blatant attempt at erasing Biafrans and other indigenous nationality identity in Nigeria. It is undeniable and it is unforgivable. It is also punishable that everything is coming from the back door. They wrote a constitution that was never a constitution, and they say, we the people of Nigeria. Nobody voted for the constitution. No National Assembly agreed to the constitution, and it was said, we, and they force it on you. Today they have come to say Nigeria is an Islamic State, and you have pastors who all they do is to scam the people of Biafra. We are going to impose a very heavy sanction on the church, especially those that are having services in Biafra territory, because you have failed to uphold your values as people of God. So the Biafra government is putting you on notice from today. We are coming for the church, for the Christian who have failed woefully. We will make you to stand on your toe going forward, because you have failed the church, you have failed the Christendom, you have failed in every ramification, that you are being addressed as an Islamic State and you dare not to talk and you expect the Biafra government to look or overlook you. When you are in a better position to educate your congregation of what is going on in Nigeria, you refuse. You can enjoy your whatever Islamic agenda in other parts of Nigeria, but going forward, we are coming with a very stringent measures against you in Biafra land. Biafra land will no longer be conducive for those who are hiding under Christian and supporting the Islamization and the killing going on in Biafra land, because your voice would go a very long way in bringing the awareness of our freedom to show that we are not accepting Islamic State. But that you have refused to do. All the big pastors, fathers, and whatever, Biafra government is taking charge very, very soon. Like I said, the first time in history, the United Kingdom is openly acknowledging that the false amalgamation was really false. Every attempt by the United Kingdom and Nigeria to force Biafra into Islamic State will be resisted, and the resistance is part of the ongoing self-defense that have gradually transited into an offensive resistance in Biafra land, as they are confessing today. It is going to even get worse. And we will continue to spearhead the effort to make sure that Nigeria and UK can be held accountable for the crime of aggression against Biafra people and against other indigenous nationalities in Nigeria who wish to bring their case forward. To that end, we will continue to defend Biafra land and Biafra people with arms, sophisticated arms, that will lead to the declaration of Biafra as an independent state. We can never ever accept the United Kingdom position by addressing Nigeria as an Islamic state. On the Amazonia and Biafra Helsinki Declaration, the state of Nigeria, despite International Convention on Protection of Refugees and the Abuja 5-court ruling barring the Nigeria Islamic State from threatening Amazonians as part of Cameroon, Nigeria state officials continue to allow themselves to be induced by Cameroon, their counterpart and their accomplice, and France into committing international crime against harmless citizens of Amazonia who clamor for their right amidst a backdrop of French neo-colonial pact, which make Cameroon a French province. Nigeria continue to promote the abuse of its own court and refuse to implement the ruling of its own court in favor of the Amazonian citizens, the same way they are doing to Biafrans and Mazi Nnamdi. The Biafra government in exile today wish to warn Nigeria and Cameroon on their nonsense boundary commission aimed at redrawing the map of Cameroon and Nigeria in order to illegally give Cameroon a maritime boundary with Nigeria. That particular attempt is null and void, and an international criminal exercise for that matter, which is bound to fail, even though the United Nations is backing it, without paying attention to the ongoing conflict in those areas and in those regions, because the United Nations is littered with Islamic agenda. The Fulanis from Nigeria has occupied many positions at the UN, and that's why we can never look up to them. Fellow Biafrans and Amazonians, for the pact and the bilateral agreement we have signed in Helsinki, the Helsinki Declaration, for now, I'll assure you The only map Cameroon has at the AU and the United Nations is the map she got as per quasi-independence in 1960. And that particular map does not have Southern Cameroon nor Bakassi in it. Nigeria and Nigerians, those who call themselves Nigerians, should ask what instrument or of domestic international law are they using to perpetuate this illegality. The Biafra Navy has been battling with Cameroon for weeks now in Bakassi, in our own territory, because of the illegality of Nigeria and Cameroon. We are very, very disappointed in those Christians in Biafra land, because all this is aimed and targeted at making sure that you don't resist the Islamization agenda that is being forced on you. Like I have said earlier, the Biafra government is considering sanctioning all the churches for deliberately supporting the Islamization of Nigeria, and they choose money over their value system. This is something that everybody must condemn. Their lackadaisical attitude and nonchalant attitude for not even condoning or responding to United Kingdom David Cameron, for acknowledging Nigeria as an Islamic state without any remorse. The Biafra government hereby wish to announce the following civil demonstration and civil disobedience in protest against Nigeria's involvement in the ongoing war in Israel as an Islamic state. It was boldly written on the gov.uk that Islamic State, and Nigeria is one of them officially. We are not part of the Islamic State. We can never support anything that goes against the interests of Israel. The Nigeria involvement is not in line with the Biafra people, and we are not part of it. You cannot be imposing your religion, your ideology on us, and then you go and start fighting Israel and supporting the against interests of Israel in the name of Nigeria, when we are still struggling to leave Nigeria and exit Nigeria. That is completely unacceptable. And this night we are making it very clear that Nigeria cannot speak for the Biafra people for forcefully trying to Islamize us. We are going to embark on a civil disobedience to make sure that those enablers within Biafra land, from the senators to the governors to the local government chairman to the House of Assembly, to everybody, the state, the Nigeria state that represents Nigeria state in Biafra land, will feel the impact of the resistance of the Biafra people. Christmas is coming. December is coming. You cannot enjoy Christmas while you are living in an Islamic state country. And so, listen to the following announcement. Since the church and Christians in Biafra land have refused to speak up in one voice against the systematic conquest of our own people, listen to what is going to happen next month, December. For forcefully trying to Islamize us, the Biafra government
Ndị be anyị ekene m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taa ka unu si wee na-esola anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme n'iru akwụkwọ. Dịka o si dị, unu anụgo ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwugasị dị iche iche n'iru akwụkwọ, nke dịka ibe ya gbaso ya nọrọ si mee gịnị ya kọrọ nwanne ya. Ka anyị chetakwara unu ya bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka anyị sikwe wee na-ewetara nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa. Dịka ị nọ ya bụ ife ka ife nwere ike ikwu n'ụdị nke gị, dropụla ya on the comment section below. N'anya, thank you so much. And also ka anyị tinyekwanụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'ekpere dịka anyị na-ene anya iwekom ya na ana Biafra na the old Eastern region, dịka anyị na-ene anya iwekom ya ka anyị ncha niile tinye n'ekpere. Ise.